name is Simon McCorkindale, originally from New Zealand, but I've been living in Japan for quite a while now. I now live in the southern city of Japan called Fukuoka. I am the co-founder and the CEO of a small app development company called FunX. My company develops educational apps for young children based on educational material that we receive from an educational institute here in Japan. The name of that app is called Digital Kopel. It's a mobile client app or game that also connects with the back-end server. It runs on all tablet and smartphone devices. Our major users are on iPhone, iPads, Android, but we also have our app available on the Amazon App Store. We have been using Backendless since day one. We use, I'd say, about half of their services provided. They've got a rich set of functionality. For anybody who's developed with Unity before, there is a thing called asset bundles, where it allows you to basically bundle all your assets into the equivalent of a zip file. And we manage that using the data tables provided by the data service on Backendless. And every time the app is loaded, it'll connect to the backend and see whether there are any new versions to download. If it is, it will pull the name of the files, the location of the files, the version number, and a few other bits of metadata. It'll bring them down to the app, and then the app will then connect to the file service on the Backendless and download those various asset bundles. So that allows the app that is actually on the App Store to be small in size, and then the users will only download the data for the lessons that they want to play. So that allows us to minimise the physical storage space that we take up on the user's device. Kopel has a lot of classrooms throughout the country, and when we started this project, Digital Kopel, a year ago, we wanted to help them promote their business within Japan. So we made a little page that will take the user's current location from their GPS, send that back to the back end, and using the Geolocation service, we can get a list of all the classrooms in the country and automatically tell them, calculate the distance between their current location and the nearest classroom. So when you open the page, at the top there is a picture. There's Google Maps with it zooms in on Japan, and it has a little icon for every country in the every classroom in the country, and it also has an icon for where you currently are, and then an order from the classroom that's closest to you. You can immediately see in both English and Japanese where the classroom is, its name, its address, its phone number, and then you can directly go to that homepage for that school and potentially bring in new customers to go to that school. It allows you to mainly focus on the client-side development. You can leave the rest of the server-side development up to the features that they already provide. But there is the ability to do a bit of server-side coding using the custom business logic. I have been using the support forum provided by Backendless a lot since day one. I've found the responses to be quite fast, not only for when there have been issues, like problems, but also when I've requested new features, or I've needed help on how to implement a certain feature which I wasn't quite clear on how to do, or sometimes I just had a unique feature that I wanted to implement somehow, but I wasn't sure the best approach to implement it. So I would send them a ticket, and they'd usually come back with some source code that I could actually start building my feature upon. And so I'd use that at least once or twice a week, I think.